everybody, Llamaman here, and I'm back in a whole new style and a whole new rant. But let's not get into that. Let's get to the real reason why you're here. Let's talk about these stupid push pencils. Why do they exist? Look at this. You can push it all you want. You do it with pens, but that's reasonable. You don't push a pencil. And next thing you know, these leads are fragile as heck. Look at this. I'll lightly touch it. Lightly touch the surface. Boom. It's broken. And worst thing is, if you want to interchange the leads, you have to remove this stupid rubber eraser that's like glued to that thing, might as well be. So don't even bother with these. Crayons are a better option than this garbage, and you already know how much I hate those. Hey everybody, Llamaman here, and I'm back with a whole new style and a whole new rant. But this time, I'm here to talk about this stupid keyboard. Why is this keyboard so stupid, you may ask? Well, look at this dang spacebar. It's so wobbly. What does this want to be? A spacebar or a teeter-totter or seesaw, whatever you pronounce it. And here's the worst part. This thing just won't stay. Look at this. This keyboard is not wobbly. This is good. And you go to this spacebar and it's freaking wobbly as heck. Look at this. It's stupid. And another thing I hate about it is that it gets in the way of typing. It prohibits you from at least making a good contact with the spacebar. Press the spacebar. You have to press it in the direct middle. Not everybody is going to know that, or has the instinct to press it in the direct middle. It's such a big button. Why couldn't it just be on any other side? Oh, and here's the source of the problem. It only has one spring at the direct middle, while this spacebar has multiple springs, so that's why it sucks. Oh, and I might as well throw this in while we're on the subject of cruddy keyboards. Look at this, the kickstands. Why do they exist? They're stupid, and I don't like them.
Hey everybody, Llamaman here, but this time it's gonna be a tad bit different, as this time we're doing another episode on pens and pencils. With me, I have these. Your standard special kind of just well-wrapped pencil, your basic pen that you find at the dollar store, and these pencils that commonly artists use. Now, what's so bad about these? Well, it's not about them, kinda, sorta, not really. It's actually what people think of them. See, when I was young, I used to get ridiculed by these things all the time. People would make fun of me. People would constantly ask me why do I use a pen instead of a pencil? Because think about this. We're doing a test, okay? And I see all the people busting out their pencils, and I'm like, okay, I'll just bust out my pen. No problem, right? That one kid looks over and sees my pen and he just asks, why not use a pencil? Why are you using a pen? Does it matter? Does it honestly matter that much that we're using pens instead of pencils? It's just my personal preference. I like the grip of pens much more than the one of pencils. What is much more harder than pens anyway? So that way I'm not constantly jabbing the thing into my hands while I write and leaving marks on my fingers. At best, with a pen, I'm only going to get ink on my hands, but that's easily washable. Same with pencil leads, but those marks that a pencil leaves you when you're pressing down really hard, that's not going to wash off. You're going to have to wait a few days. So, what's with the big deal? Is this some sort of mandatory debate? Of course not. These are basic writing necessities. They're just here to help us write. There's so much more things to them, and so much more things like them, like highlighters, crayons, things like that. But of course, there has to be that few people that ask why we use pencils or pens instead of pencils. What's with the big deal? If you're a person who likes pencils or pens or one over the other, that's fine. But I guess people's main argument is that pens run out of ink. And while that is true, don't pencils have the same problem with leads? You constantly sharpen them and they turn into like these little tiny sizes to the point where they're basically pointless anymore, aside from those people that just keep them in their binders or pencil cases or whatever, just as novelties, I guess. So that makes that argument completely invalid. Basically, my point is, don't get suckered into this debate. It's stupid. Llamaman, out. Hey everyone, Llamaman here, and I'm here with another rant for you all. So, you guys know about crazy glue? Yeah, that's like one of the most commonly used items, right? Well, here I have a NECA Mothra and NECA Mothra V2, Rodan, and some other figures you can see, including Gigan and the Playmates King Kong from Kong Skull Island. Now what's so bad about this? Do you see that? All that little white stuff? That is glue. That's all crazy glue. Like, why does glue need to be that runny? Now hold on, let's actually go to the biggest problem of runny glue. This guy. Look at him. His head broke off. And so I had to glue it back on, but it's so runny, it's like water, except it sticks. Water is not sticky, it's wet. Why does crazy glue need to be this liquidy? I don't understand. Llamaman, out. Hello everyone, Llamaman here, and I'm back with another episode. But this is going to be the last episode of Season 2A, which means the next few episodes are going to be a little bit different, but they're going to still provide the same quality, of course. But this time, we're here ranting on something that has been grinding me for my gears for years, basically. So what is this something, you may ask? Well, time limits in video games. So what do I mean? So here we have a Nintendo 3DS game that you guys might remember called New Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, I, of course, love this game. But, you all know what I don't love? This pesky little thing up here. The time limit. This has existed something that's been existing since the 80s. Why do we need time limits? The whole point of the game experience is that we want it to last as long as we wish. But this little pesky thing just has to ruin it. Do you want to know why some people are turned away by games? This is why. They feel like they have a limit on them when all they're trying to do is figure it out. If you need a time limit, at least put it on some levels rather than not just the first one. I hated the time limit ever since I was a little kid, and I still hate it now. I ain't no video game expert, but I'll tell you this. Anything that puts a limit on you, rather than you just feeling free and doing whatever the heck you want to, in terms of video games, is absolutely stupid. And when Llamaman thinks it's stupid, you know it is stupid. Hello everyone, welcome back to Llamaman. I'm Llamaman, as the name of this series suggests, and it's been a while since we've last talked, huh? Yeah, it has. But with that being said, it's time to do what I do best, and rant. This rant is going to be a little different. Here we have these gross hands. Aren't I a llama? Hold up, I just realized. How come I have hands? I'm a llama. Aren't I supposed to have hoofs? Well, my name is Llamaman, so I'm fused with the man. So I guess the head can... You get it. And if I'm a llama too, I'm supposed to spit. There we go. There, that ought to do it. Anyway, welcome back to Llamaman. It's been a while since we last talked, you know. It's almost the New Year's, practically. Or, I mean, it basically is the New Year. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time with your family, your friends. You know, we just got off the heels of Christmas. See what I did there? Heaves, hooves, heels. Nah. Might as well make a rant about my stupid puns. But today, I'm going to be ranting about online opinions. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, normally when we go online, there are a lot of people who don't like each other's opinions. Because when we have a different opinion to someone, a lot of the time, that makes that person think that we are their enemy or vice versa. So let me give a good example. It's rather basic, excluding the more controversial ones, but this one is decently controversial within itself. Let's say this is me, and this is you. Now, obviously, we both have different characters that we like. Let's say it is Super Smash Brothers. Everyone knows that game, right? So we all like different characters from that game. Let's say I like Dr. Mario, which I do. This person despises Dr. Mario as a character because he's a clone or whatever. And then he brings up that he likes Bayonetta. I personally do not like Bayonetta. I can't stand going on online Smash Bros. And getting bombarded with all these Bayonetta players who keep constantly kicking my butt, even though I main Dr. Mario and that's who I play as constantly. So, we confront each other online. I say that I like Dr. Mario, he says he likes Bayonetta, and then all of a sudden we get into a little tussle, and that's kind of the problem. Can we not learn to respect each other's opinions? Because I sure have, at least. Sure, I just gave an example of what I would do, but the question is, I could be able to do it, but I won't go after a person simply because of what they think. Needless to say, can't we at least respect each other's opinions as long as they are respectable? Come on, people. That's just one of my things. Personally, obviously there are lines and people tend to cross them when it comes to opinions, but I don't want to get into that. I'm talking purely about this stuff. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this episode of Llamaman. If you guys liked it, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, everybody. Hey, look, 2 fingers. Kind of reminds me of my hoofs. I miss having hoofs. Hello, everyone. Llamaman here. And we're back with another rant. You know me. And honestly, to be frank, I'm barely buying this either. Because we're here with a different type of subject. Spamming. Now, how many of you have been spammed? We've all been spammed at some point if we use technology in the last 5 years. We've gotten spammed, say, by callers, by emailers, by all these sorts of things. It's just nonsensical. The other day, I was just on my own. I was just minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, I just get repeated spams. This is the noise you heard in your parents' room the other night, huh? Anyways, this was just infuriating me. I was on Discord, right? And then next thing you know, I'm getting spam pinged. 4 pings in a row. And then I'm like, okay, there must have been some sort of event going on. Nope, it turns to 8. And I'm like, okay, what's going on there? So I go look at the pings, and then here come 4 more. And now we're up to 12 pings. And it's just so much. It turns out it was a freaking raid. That should be a whole different subject for another video, eh? Raids? Raid Shadow Legends. But what kind of fun is that? That's not fun. If you spam, then you're a loser. You're just looking for attention. Find other ways to find attention instead of spamming somebody. See you guys later. Hello, everyone. It's me, Llamaman here. And I'm back with these disgusting fingers. Ugh. Anyway, I'm here to talk about something relatively harmful physically, because we've all had this experience at least once in our lives. The experience of stepping on something sharp. May I need to say anything more? Just picture this for in your mind. You're just walking around, and then all of a sudden, you freaking step on something sharp. It could be anything. Small shard of glass, a little tack someone left when they were doing that one little art project, maybe even a Lego brick. Oh, a Lego. That's probably one of the most common. That's one of the risks of having a kid who likes Legos, huh? Just stepping on it just causes so much pain and irritation. I mean, I was having a conversation with Godzilla not too long ago. He said that he ran into the Lego store, the Lego factory, and he did not like that experience. I feel bad for the guy. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, everybody. Hello, everyone. Llamaman here. And today, we're going to be ranting about shallow foam pits. Now, at first, you might realize, this doesn't sound too much of a big problem. Guess what? It is a big problem. I have been to many trampoline parks, we'll say, that have different foam pits. No, not ball pits. That's something McDonald's has. At least so in America. But when it comes down to foam pits, people can be so inconsistent with them. People can fill these suckers up to the brim with it, or other times they can be so shallow you might as well not have the thing and just have the concrete pit. What? It'll grant you a one-way trip to pretty much the hospital, assuming your country actually has free health care, that is, free health insurance, whatever it may be. But yeah, anyway, I definitely don't like shallow foam pits. I jump, and my expectation is to land on a spongy surface. Nope. I jump, and next thing you know, my butt is completely out of order now. All because somebody didn't fill that foam pit all the way. Let alone, if you're gonna make a foam pit, at least make it so it's like, I don't know what the bare requirement is, but I'd recommend like 3-4 feet, but even then that seems a little low. You know, it's got to be at least maybe around half the size of the person who's jumping in it. Like, come on. Do you guys want people hurting themselves on bare concrete? No. And also, what other sucks is objects get left behind. You better be sure that, alright, you better have zippers with, pockets with zippers, or pockets with buttons. Otherwise, do not carry anything with you in the foam pits. Because otherwise, you're going to, say if you have a phone, right? It's in an open pocket. You just slide it in, that's it. You jump in there, and because of your impact and you twisting and turning around just to get out of the freaking thing, your phone completely falls out of that thing. Freaking thing. It just does not. It's so bad, and it's probably lost for good in there because you're going to be getting the staff to just look everywhere around the thing. I've heard stories where some people found phones and such in a foam pit. Think of how much memories on that phone could there be. It sucks. And more people should do more things about it. So if anyone is out there watching this video and they own a trampoline park or foam pit park, whatever the heck, do yourself a favor and make sure your foam pits are actually filled or deepened a little bit and then filled up more. Otherwise, just don't have them at all. Because I don't like shallow foam pits. And that's honestly something that sucks. See you guys in the next video. Hey everyone, Llamaman here. And if anyone has not realized it yet, this is my final episode. Now, of course, this can mean a lot of different things. You know, usually when a show ends, it has like some sort of big epic finale, right? Where all the characters just go to war or something, and there's just like this big climax and everything. Well, my show doesn't have that. I'm the only character. And realistically, The only enemy is the things I rant about. And I can't really fight the things I rant about, can I? No, because they're topics. They're minor inconveniences. Well, this one is a major inconvenience. Because as the final, essentially, rant I'm going to do, I'm going to be picking climate change, pollution, global warming, pretty much those things. Was there any reason why we needed this to happen? No, there isn't. There's literally no point to, this whole thing. We're literally just tearing up our own planet. All because of, just exactly that. We're literally making the planet hotter. The ice glaciers are melting. We don't do something soon, this world is just gonna keep heating up over time. And, it's not fun. Especially gas, for example. That can cause a bit of pollution, especially oil. People dump them in the seas and expect it to just be no problem. Well, guess what? It is our problem, and you just made it everyone's problem by dumping into the ocean, killing, who knows how much aquatic life there is. My good gosh. This is purely outrageous. And furthermore, it's completely killing not just our world, but the life too. Seriously, I think I read something about 50% of natural wildlife has been killed off in recent years or something, or maybe in the past century or whatever. But even then, I need to fact check that. But you know what? There's a lot of things we can do to save our planet. For example, maybe start, recycling and throwing away your garbage instead of just leaving it out on the streets. I see tons of garbage, tons of litter just out there. There's sites that you can visit. There are so many things that you can do to help save this planet. And I'm honestly, as a Llamaman, get the name, it infuriates me that this is where our world is going down. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to my final rant for Llamaman. It has been an absolute pleasure serving you guys and just getting to know me and ranting about my stuff throughout the past 4 years since 2019 when I started this whole spiel thing. And you have not heard the last of Llamaman, that's for sure. But this is going to be the end of Llamaman, the series. Thank you all for tuning in. And honestly, I'll see you again probably one day very, very soon. Peace out, everyone.